passengers.
Welcome to Out of Bounds. In this video, we travel from city center in Hong Kong to the Cotai Strip in Macau. We cross this busy border via the newest transit options and through some wonderful sceneries. Let's go. Hong Kong and Macau are about 65 kilometers apart, separated by the mouth of the Pearl River in southern China. For a long time, the only ways to go between them was by ferry or helicopter. However, in late 2018, the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge opened. It spans 55 kilometers across the open sea and is the longest sea-crossing bridge system in the world. That's what we'll be using to get to Macau today. The Hong Kong entrance to the HZMB bridge is located on an artificial island next to the Hong Kong International Airport. Since the bridge is opening, many buses to the airport modified their routes to also stop at the bridge's port facilities. MTR trains do not directly go to the bridge, but there are shuttle buses to nearby stations such as Tung Chung and Sunny Bay. You may of course take a taxi as well. We are on the 810 bus today, going from the base of International Commerce Center, the tallest building in Hong Kong, to the bridge entrance in about 35 minutes. The ride itself is quite scenic too, going through the iconic Tsing Ma Bridge, which is also featured on the Hong Kong SAR passport. After a brief stop at the airport, the bus continues towards the bridge port facilities. The port facilities building has a large wavy roof, reminiscent of its maritime setting, with plenty of natural light streaming through. Right after you enter, there are some shops and a set of bathrooms. Many Hong Kong immigration automated e-channels and counters line across the hall. The exit procedure here is usually very quick. Once you clear Hong Kong immigration and customs, the shuttle bus ticketing area is up ahead. The Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge, as its name suggests, forks in two at the western end and connects Hong Kong with both Macau and Zhuhai in mainland China. Separate shuttle buses run to these destinations. Today, we follow the signs for Macau. Shuttle bus tickets can be bought on the spot at a machine. If you don't have a machine-compatible electronic payment method or need discount tickets for children or the elderly, a manual counter is also available. The regular price is 65 Hong Kong dollars or about $8 US. With ticket in hand, we proceed to the bus and wave Hong Kong goodbye. Shuttle buses are all colored gold and depart very frequently. In normal operation during the day, departure interval is less than 5 minutes and passengers barely have to wait. The buses run 24 hours with overnight head time of 15 to 30 minutes. We found a seat on the upper deck to enjoy the view. Seat pitch is similar to a normal bus in Hong Kong, so not really any leg space to speak of. Luckily, the ride itself was quite smooth. The bridge first passes just south of Hong Kong International Airport. Today was a busy day at HKG. We even saw an airplane take off from runway 07R. Soon after we passed the airport, we also crossed the boundary between Hong Kong and Guangdong province of mainland China. Immediately after, we enter Blue Dolphin Island, where the bridge dips below the surface into a 6.6 kilometer long undersea tunnel. By going underwater, the bridge minimizes its impact on the surrounding airspace and shipping lanes, which are some of the busiest in the world. We emerge after a few minutes on White Dolphin Island, then continue on the main section of the bridge. To allow for additional shipping traffic to pass underneath, this section of the bridge features 3 cable-stayed spans, the largest of which is this Qingzhou Channel Bridge. The towers here stand 163 meters tall and feature traditional Chinese decorative designs. Designs of the other 2 cable bridges have maritime themes. The road curves gently, giving some visual variety to an otherwise open view of the sea and sky. As we approach the western shore, islets and urban skyscrapers in the distance gradually come into view. The bus passes through an ETC toll plaza, then enters onto an artificial island, where Zhuhai port facilities are in the northern part, and Macau port facilities are in the southern part.
各位乘客，本班車即將到達目的地，為你安全着想，車未停定時，禁止離開座位。
The bus comes to a brief stop before physically crossing the boundary between mainland China and Macau.
Dear passengers, our bus is about to reach its destination.
All of a sudden, Portuguese begins to appear on all of the road signs.
Before disembarking, make sure to take all your luggage and personal belongings with you. Thank you for traveling with the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge Shuttle Bus.
We disembark in front of the Macau Border Checkpoint building. The building uses extensive tiling patterns inspired by Portuguese designs. Signage here is large and clear. In the large arrivals hall, Macau residents and other eligible persons can use one of the e-channels on the left, while other travelers can go to manual counters on the right. Macau is experienced in handling large volumes of border crossings, and lines here move pretty quickly. There are several transit options upon exiting the immigration building. As Macau is well known for its gambling and entertainment industries, many casinos run free buses between transit nodes and their resorts throughout the city. This would of course be an easy way to get to the Cotai Strip, but there was a bit of a line, and today we're trying new options anyway. So let's get on Macau's newest bus route, the 103X. After 4.5 years of construction, the Macau Bridge is the 4th and latest road link between peninsular Macau and Taipa, providing direct access from the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge to new land reclamation areas. Macau Bridge opened on October 1st, 2024, and Bus 103X started on the same day, running right over it to the Taipa ferry terminal. Bus fare is 6 patakas, and you can use electronic payments. However, I had some technical issues and paid in Hong Kong dollars cash instead. Along the route, you can clearly see the bridge's characteristic wind breaks, which are intended to reduce wind speeds on the surface and keep the bridge open during a typhoon. The bus arrived at Taipa ferry terminal in mere minutes. But we're not at the Cotai Strip yet. Here, we step onto Macau's light rail. It is also newly built, initially entering service in late 2019, and with additional sections opening since. There are ticket vending machines, but those only accept patakas. If you don't have the cash, you can use electronic payment or credit card at a manned counter. When I went, it was not very busy, though I can see how ticketing could become a bottleneck if many visitors crowd a single station. The ticket looks like this. You tap it to enter and keep it for the duration of the trip. Currently, there's only one line going from Taipa Ferry Terminal to Bara in service, so the service map is simple. Each station has a pictogram logo, which I think is a very nice touch. Currently, the trains run in a two-car configuration. The trains are driverless and have very large front windows, allowing excellent view. In less than 10 minutes, we arrive at Cotai Lashed. You drop in the ticket token at the exit, then turn right to walk through the City of Dreams, a major casino resort directly connected to the station. After exiting the other side, we finally arrive at the Estrada do Istmo. Yes, also known as the Cotai Strip, the glistening gambling capital of the world. If you like the content, please feel free to like and subscribe. Comment down below your experience with Hong Kong, Macau, and everything in between. Thanks for watching.